Hello friends, we started a lecture series on numericals based on the concentration of the solution. So in continuation of that, we will do some more numericals based on concentration of the solution. And one thing more here, I would once again like to emphasize you that please try to remember the definitions as they are most important. I am trying to solve the numericals based on the definitions of various concentration terms that we know without using any particular formula. So let us quickly start. So here goes the first numerical. The concentration of gold in seawater is about 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 ppm, and Earth's ocean contain 3.5 into 10 raised to power 20 gallon seawater. So we have to calculate how many pounds of gold are in oceans, and some conversions are given. 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters and 1 pound is equal to 454 gram. So as usual, before starting the numerical, we will write whatever is given to us. First thing that is given to us is concentration of gold. Concentration of gold in sea water, that is equal to 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 ppm. Okay, so the unit is ppm. Next thing that is given to us is total volume of ocean's water. Total volume of ocean's water, it is equal to it is equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to the power 20. So 10 raised to power 20 gallons. So it is given in gallons. So we are also given with some conversions that we will also write here. Let us write first conversion is 1 gallon, that is equal to 3.785 liters. Second is 1 pound, that is equal to 454 grams. Now let us try to calculate. So as the concentration is given in ppm and the volume of the water is in gallons, so we have to convert these gallons to mls. That we can easily do with this conversion. That we will do. First we will see the meaning of this ppm. Ppm, what does this mean? This means that 10 raised to the power 6 gram seawater seawater contains gold is equal to how much gold it contains? 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 gram. So that is the meaning of ppm. This means the 10 raised to power 6 gram sea water contains 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 gram of gold. Now as the solution is very dilute and we have the formula density is equal to mass per unit volume. So we can assume the density of sea water as 1. So mass will be equal to volume. So we can write 10 raised to the power 6 ml. Instead of 10 raised to the power 6 gram, we can use 10 raised to the power 6 ml. Why? Because density is 1. So 10 raised to the power 6 gram is equal to 10 raised to the power 6 ml. So we will say 10 raised to the power 6 ml sea water. It contains gold how much? 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 gram. So 1 ml will contain simple unitary method that contains 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 divided by 10 raised to the power 6. Now our next task is to convert these gallons into ml so that the units are same. So we can easily convert because 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters. So this much gallons will be equal to 3.5 into 10 raised to the power 20 into 3.785. 785. So this much is the volume of ocean's water in liters, but we need in milliliters. So 1 liter is equal to 10 raised to the power 3 ml. So we can easily convert these liter to mLs by multiplying with 10 raised to the power 3. So we get 3.5 into 3.785 into 10 raised to the power 20 into 10 raised to the power 3. This is the total volume of ocean's water in ml. So this is in ml. So if we multiply 3.5 with the 3.785, the answer is 13.24. Okay. So 3.5 into 3.785 is 13.24 into now 10 raised to power 2 into 10 raised to power 3 is 10 raised to the 10 raised to power 20 into 10 raised to power 3 is 10 raised to power 20 plus 3 23 ml. So this is the total volume of ocean's water in ml. Now we have to calculate the amount of gold in this much ml of water. So we will write 13.24 into 10 raised to the power 23 ml water. It contains gold. How much? 1 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 divided by 10 raised to the power 6 multiply by this 13.24 into 10 raised to the power 23 and the unit is grams. Okay. So if we solve it, it is 13.24. 10 raised to the power minus 3 into 10 raised to the power 23 is 10 raised to the power 20. 10 raised to the power 20 divided by 10 raised to the power 6 is equal to 10 raised to the power 14. So it comes out to be 13.24 into 10 raised to the power 14 grams. But in the question, we have been asked to find how many pounds of gold. That means we have to convert gram into pounds. Now 454 grams is equal to 1 pound. So 1 gram is equal to 1 divided by 454. So in order to convert these grams into pounds, we have to divide this relation, this value by 454. 3.24 into 10 raised to the power 14 divided by 454. Okay, so you can write it as is equal to, which will come out to be equal to, if you solve it, it will come out to be this much, something like 0.029. This is 0.029, 0.029 into 10 raised to the power 14 lb. This is pounds. Or we can say 2.9, if we can convert it to 2.9 into, if we take 2 points right here, it will be 10 raised to the power 12. So this is the answer, this much pound. The oceans contains 2.9 into 10 raised to the power 12 pounds of gold. That was what we have to calculate. So it was quite easy numerical. Just what we did, we just found, first we found the meaning of ppm by this. ppm means 10 raised power 6 gram of some solution contains 1 into 10 raised power minus 3 gram of solute. Solute is gold. And we assumed that density as solution is very dilute, so we assume density to be equal to 1, so mass will be equal to volume. Why we need volume? Because we have to calculate the amount of gold in gallons. Gallon is a unit of volume and 1 gallon is equal to 3.785 liters. So what we did, we applied a unitary method. First we converted these gallons into ml, which come out to be something like this. So we applied unitary method. 10 raised to power 6 ml contains 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 gram gold. 1 ml contains 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 10 raised to power 6, and we have to calculate in 3.24 into 10 raised to power 23. It is 1 into 10 raised to power minus 3 divided by 10 raised to power 6 into 13.24 into 10 raised to power 23. Still it is in grams. So that was the answer, 13.24 into 10 raised to power 14 grams. But in question he asked us in pounds. So we will again use another conversion. 1 pound is equal to 454 gram, or we can say 454 gram is equal to 1 pound. So 1 gram will be equal to 1 divided by 454 pounds. So we have to divide this value by 454 in order to convert these grams into pounds. So answer is 2.9 into 10 to the power 12 pounds. So it was quite an easy numerical. Let us see the next numerical. So next numerical is, let us see the statement. He says calculate the mass in grams of nickel chloride needed to prepare 500 ml of 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution. So first part is this. Second part is calculate the volume in ml of the solution required to prepare 250 ml of 0.0300 molar nickel chloride solution, and molecular weight of nickel chloride is 129.7 gram. So I will later come to the B part. First let us discuss A. So he says us calculate mass in grams of nickel chloride needed to prepare 500 ml of 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution. Now as I mentioned you that the definitions are very important, so I will just apply the definition. First, let us see what is molarity. Molarity is number of moles per liter of solution. This is molarity. Now we have given, why we have written the definition of molarity, because we have given 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution. Now what does this mean? 0.125 molar nickel chloride is equal to 1000 ml. So 1000 ml of solution contains nickel chloride is equal to 0.125 moles. Now we have to calculate in 500 ml. So we will write 500. Before that we will write 1 ml of solution contains nickel chloride is equal to, how much does it contains? 0.125 divided by 1000. Now we have to calculate for 500 ml. So 500 ml of nickel chloride, 500 ml of solution contains nickel chloride is equal to, how much will it contains? 0.125. 0.125 divided by 1000 into 1000 into 500. Okay, so 500 and 1000 it gets cancelled, it is 2, and 0.125 divided by 2 is 0.0 0.625 moles. So to prepare 500 ml of 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution, we need 0.0625 moles, but he has asked us to find the mass in grams of nickel chloride nitrate. Now we know that number of moles is equal to, now number of moles is equal to mass of solute divided by mass of solute divided by molecular mass, molecular mass of solute. So similarly we will apply this formula to nickel chloride. So number of moles is 0.0625. We will apply here 0.0625 is equal to, now assume that mass of solute is x. Let us give it x is equal to x divided by molecular mass of solute is 129.7. So 129.7. So x will come out to be 0.0625 into 129.7, and if you solve it, it will come out to be equal to 8.10 gram. So sorry, discard it. 8.10 gram. Now this is the mass of nickel chloride in grams which is required to prepare 500 ml of 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution. It was very easy numerical without knowing any formula. Just by knowing the definition of molarity, we have calculated that we need 8.10 gram of nickel chloride to prepare 500 ml of 0.125 molar nickel chloride solution by applying a simple mathematical operations called unitary method. Now next thing is, he says calculate the volume of this solution. This solution means 0.125 molar solution required to prepare 250 ml. Now we have to prepare 250 ml of 0.030 molar nickel chloride solution. Now this is a different problem. So in this problem, what he says that we have to prepare a dilute solution from a concentrated solution. Now 0.125 molar solution is concentrated than 0.03 molar solution. So in order to solve such type of numericals from which we have to prepare a dilute solution from a concentrated solution, we apply a dilution formula M1 V1 is equal to M2 V2, where M is molarity, V is volume. Now let us apply. Suppose we apply to this. Now we need to prepare 250 ml of 0.03 molar. So molar is 0.03, M is 0.03 multiplied by volume is 250 ml. Now we have to prepare this solution from this solution of molarity 0.125. Its molarity is 0.125 and volume we have to calculate. That was the our numerical that calculate the volume of the solution required to prepare 250 ml of 0.03 molar nickel chloride solution. Now we can easily calculate V. So V will come out to be equal to 0.03 into 250 divided by 0.125. So if you solve it, it will come out to be equal to 60 ml. So you can easily solve it. It will come out to be, it can be solved like 0.125 can be written as 125, and in the numerator you get 1000. 125 into 250 cancel, it gives 2. 2 into 0.03 is 0.06. 0.06 into 1000 is 60 ml. So after solving this, we require 60 ml of this solution to prepare 250 ml of 0.03 molar nickel chloride solution. So how you will prepare? You will take 60 ml of this solution and you will keep on adding water until the volume of solution it becomes 250 ml. So that is the practical perspective of this, how to do it practically. So these were the theoretical calculations. Now let us move to our next numerical. So next numerical is this. He says that the concentration of magnesium ion in seawater is a 0.0556 molar. So molarity is given, making magnesium the second most abundant cation in oceans. He says that express the magnesium 2 positive concentration as first thing is mass fraction, and B he says that as ppm, and he says that assume that density of seawater is 1.03 gram per liter. So first let us write what is given to us. So what is given? Molarity of magnesium solution. We will write it magnesium solution. It is equal to 0.0556 molar. Second thing that is given to us is density of the solution. Density of solution, it is equal to 1.03 gram per ml. Now what we have to calculate? One is mass fraction. We have to find mass fraction. Second, we have to find concentration in ppm. Okay, these two things we have to find from the data. First, let us write the formula for mass fraction. What does it means? Mass fraction is equal to, by definition, is equal to weight of component whose mass fraction we have to calculate, divided by total mass of all the components, divided by mass of all components. Solution is a binary solution, so we have only two components. So mass fraction is, suppose we have to calculate mass fraction of magnesium ion. So it is equal to weight of magnesium divided by weight of magnesium plus weight of water. Second component is water. Now let us see how we will do. First we will see the meaning of this 0.0556 molar. This means that 1000 ml of solution contains magnesium is equal to 0.0556 moles. Okay, because molarity means the number of moles per liter of the solutions. So in order to get mass fraction, we should know the weight of magnesium, but what is given? It is moles. We can convert moles to gram by simply multiplying it by, so we can say mass of magnesium ion, that is equal to number of moles 0.0556 multiplied by molecular weight of magnesium ion, which is equal to 24.3. Molecular weight is 24.3. So it will come out to be equal to 0.0556 multiplied by molecular weight is 24.3, which is equal to, if you solve it, it will come out to be equal to 1.35 grams. So from this we know that 0.0556 molar solution means 1.35 gram of, clearly see, 1.35 gram of magnesium in 1000 ml of solution. But in order to calculate mass fraction, we need mass of all components. Now one thing more is given, density. So we can calculate weight of solution. So weight of solution is equal to, now we have the formula, density is equal to, I will write here, please remember it, you will use it many times. Density is equal to mass per unit volume. So mass is equal to volume into density. Okay, so this is the formula. Now we have to, from this weight, we have to, from this volume of solution, we have to calculate weight. So it is equal to, volume is 1000 ml and density is 1.03. So we can write it as 1.03 into 10 raised to the power 3 grams. So that is the weight of solution, 1.03 into 10 raised to the power 3 gram. Now let us see how a solution is made. A solution is made by mixing two components. What are those components? Magnesium ions plus water. That means weight of solution is equal to weight of magnesium ions plus weight of water. That means mass of all the components, that is equal to weight of solution. So these two things, they are same. Mass of all components is, for a binary solution, is equal to weight of solution. So mass fraction is, we have to calculate mass fraction. Mass fraction is weight of component. What is the weight of magnesium ion? It is 1.35 divided by, now weight of all the components, that means weight of solution, it is 1.03 into 10 raised to the power 3. Now if we assume this, it is as 1, so we can write it as approximately 1.3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. So this is the mass fraction. First part, mass fraction is equal to 1.3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3. Now we have to calculate ppm. ppm means, so now again, very important point to remember, as percent is by 100. Percent is by 100. So in our previous lecture we gave a formula that from mass fraction we can calculate weight percent by simply multiplying it by 100. We had a formula that weight percent is equal to mass fraction into 100. Similarly, ppm is equal to, now please remember it, it is an important formula, into 10 raised to the power 6 millions, because ppm means out of 10 raised to power 6%, means out of 100. So mass fraction we have already calculated. So ppm, by applying this formula, ppm is equal to 1.3 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 into 10 raised to the power 6. So please forgive me for this handwriting. My handwriting on computer is not good, but I am improving. So I will definitely improve in my coming lecture. So if you solve it, it is 1 point, sorry, 1.3 3 into 10 raised to the power 3. So this is the amount of magnesium in solution in terms of ppm. So it was quite an easy numerical. So again, I will again emphasize that please try to remember the definition. So we, by simply applying the definition, we calculated what we want. So we applied that molarity means the number of moles per liter or per 1000 ml of solution. So from this we calculate mass. Now mass we can calculate from moles. Mole mass is equal to number of moles multiplied by molecular weight. Now molecular weight of magnesium is 24.3, so it comes out to be 1.35 gram. It is mass of magnesium. So we have to calculate mass fraction of magnesium. So we have a formula. It is weight of magnesium divided by mass of all the components. Now this is a solution made of two components. It is a binary solution. One is magnesium and one is water. So weight of this solution that we have calculated by applying the formula, that weight is equal to density into volume. This is equal to mass of all the components. Why? Because this solution has been made from magnesium, 1.35 gram magnesium plus remaining water. So mass of all components is 1.03 into 10 to the power 3 gram. So we can calculate mass fraction. It is equal to, it comes out to be 1.3 into 10 to the power minus 3, and ppm, we devised a formula, please remember it. ppm is equal to mass fraction multiplied by 10 raised to the power 6. As percentage is from 100, ppm is from 10 raised to the power 6. So if we put the value, this is the value in ppm. So that was all about this numerical. Now let us move to our next numerical, and I will clear all this. Now this is again a very important numerical, because in your practical many a times you have to make HCl solution of different molarities and you are provided with the concentrated HCl. So if we know the molarity of this HCl, you can simply apply the dilution formula that we applied in our previous numerical to calculate a how much HCl this HCl is required to make a HCl solution of particular molarity and particular volume. So let us read the statement of this numerical. He says that hydrochloric acid is sold as a concentrated aqueous solution of HCl. Actually, HCl is a gas. The acid that we get, it is a aqueous solution of HCl, and it has a density 1.18 gram per ml, and the concentrated HCl contains 38% HCl by mass. Okay, 38% HCl by mass. Calculate the molarity. We have to calculate the molarity. So it is a representative numerical. So you can apply this methodology to calculate the normality of different solutions if you are given its density and its concentration in terms of weight percent by mass. Now first let us write what is given to us. What is given to us is density of HCl solution. It is equal to 1.18 gram per ml, and concentration is equal to 38% by mass. Okay, now these two things are given, we have to calculate the molarity. Now what is molarity? Molarity is the number of moles per liter of the solution. So we will see how to calculate it, but now we will start this from this 38% HCl by mass. Now first we will see what is the meaning of this 38% by mass. This means that 100 ml, sorry, 100 gram. Now it is percent by mass. We have to take both in way. grams. 100 gram of HCl solution contains HCl gas. So it is HCl solution. It contains pure HCl, which is gas, is equal to how much? 38 grams. So this is the meaning of percent by mass. And now I will again write the definition of molarity. Molarity is, what is molarity? Number of moles per liter of solution. Now, in order to calculate molarity, we need two things. One thing is number of moles. Second, we have to calculate the volume of solution. Now, we can simply calculate the number of moles from this, because we are given that 38 gram of HCl is present. So, number of moles, I will again write the formula. Number of moles is equal to weight of HCl divided by weight, molecular weight. So divided by molecular weight of HCl. Now molecular weight of HCl is 36.5. So molecular weight of HCl is 36.5. First we will calculate the number of moles. So number of moles comes out to be equal to, so what is the weight of HCl? It is 38. So molecular weight of HCl is 36.5. So one thing we have calculate number of moles. Now we have to calculate the volume of solution. We are given with the weight of solution. Volume we can easily calculate from the relation density is equal to mass per unit volume. So volume is equal to mass divided by density. So mass is how much? 100. Density is 1.18. So volume of solution which contains 38% HCl by mass is 100 divided by, what is density? 1.18. Now we will apply the unitary method. This much volume contains this many moles of HCl. So this volume 100 divided by 1.18, it contains 38 divided by 36.5 moles of HCl. So 1 ml will contains 38 divided by 36.5 divided by 100 into 1.18. So if we rearrange it, it will come as 1.18 divided by 100, because we have to take it in denominator. 38 divided by 36.5 divided by 100 divided by 1.18. So if we take it like this, it will become 1.18 divided by 100. Now we have to calculate what is the definition of molarity? Number of moles per liter of the solution. Now per liter means 1000 ml. So 1000 ml, it contains how many moles? 38 divided by 36.5 into 1.18 divided by 100 into 1000. So these two gets cancelled. So if you solve it,